happening, everybody? Welcome back to Media Showdown. It is me, your girl Henny, and today I'm joined by Miss Poppington. I'm not sure if we'll have other people joining us today. Well, not other people. I'm saying it like they're surprise guests. I'm not sure if Kristen, Dre, or Goddess will be able to join today. But either way it goes, the showdown go down. Now, we've had a lot of stuff that has going on out here in these internet streets. We've had a little bit of Coachella. We've had Ja Rule trying to rebirth some stuff. I mean, I kind of think I'm gonna talk about that on his. I'll give y'all a little bit of that over here. What else? We've had a little bit of Zilla. Okay, if you watched it, then you watched the live. If you didn't, then you didn't. And I know I have dropped the ball with Pressbox. But again, remember, Pressbox is something that I'm just now adding into my cycle of stuff. It's 2 things I'm adding this week, possibly. So bear with me. I will get the lives out to you if you haven't seen it. You didn't really miss very much, but then there's that. Zilla is always zilling. But the top of everything was the Baddies reunion last night. Shout out to everybody who was able to join on the Patreon last night, or if you watched it on your own or whatever. If you didn't get it, you gonna get it here. The only thing about this one is that I'm seeing that there's a lot of clips that were not used that could have been used, but don't worry. I got y'all. Because I'm gonna do a workaround. I'm gonna take a page out of our unofficial other baddies expert that we be using, because we got our own baddies expert here, which I consider that to be Poppington, because Poppington watched the whole damn season. Okay, Poppington has been on top of baddies. She never left. Poppington stayed outside with the baddies. She was a special guest hiding. She was holding the GoPros in the back of the baddie bus.
I don't got that footage though.
Right.
I don't got that footage.
They wouldn't let her keep it. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all need to let her keep the footage, because then it could have been exclusive. But anyway, outside of Poppington, we do have Fusan, okay? And even Fusan has treaded lightly from what I've seen on what he's put out there. Maybe it's because he's busy. I don't know. But y'all know we love Fusan over here. Shout out to Frankie. Okay, I don't want to. Anyway, so I don't know where to start. Okay, let's start with the other stuff and let people get a chance to get up in here that do want to hear about the baddies. Let's start with some of the other stuff, and we're going to go around the content that is on Media Showdown, because Media Showdown has been keeping their ear to the street on a whole lot of different things. So if you are just joining in and you don't know what's going on, we are going to the media page, which you should be following. Okay, Straight Henny Media. Run that page up. Y'all are over here, but look, y'all got to get these numbers up on this page. Like, what are we doing? Come on, people. Y'all know y'all like the you like when it gets spilled. Okay, so I know you wanted to talk about Yoshin. I'm gonna let you do that, but before we do that, no, maybe we should save that, because that'll lead
back to Saturday. Since we haven't been on since Friday, we haven't did a Media Showdown since Friday. You want to go all the way back to Saturday?
I mean, but we're not going to start here.
Oh yeah, no.
Start here.
Okay, you're right. Saturday.
We ain't going to talk about this right now. We got to go to the other stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, no, see, that's going to lead up to. All right, so let's talk about this first, okay? We're going to talk about performances that have gone down over the weekend and all of that. And the first one that we are going to get into is the Spice and Bambi. Child.
1, 2. Sometimes you gotta remind some of these bitches who the fucking legends are. You always start making them
Spice was in Brooklyn, New York at the Barclays Center, having everybody telling Bambi to suck your mother.
Yes, at the sold out Vibes Cartel World Boss anticipated concert.
I'm
Yes.
going off the camera.
Yes. Bambi, oh, Bambi girl, you have no wins. That is the queen of dancehall. You talking about she don't got no followers? And she's on your neck, and she's standing there with World Boss, and the whole of Barclay told you to go suck your mother. That's crazy.
I mean, let's listen to it again.
Something must suck your mother. 1, 2. Sometimes you gotta remind some of these bitches.
That's embarrassing as hell.
Girl.
That's embarrassing as hell. And let me tell you this. I am not a Bambi fan, have never been a Bambi fan. I don't think I'll ever be a Bambi fan because Bambi just don't do it for me. Bambi just don't do it for me.
She's part of the Hot Tub Chronicles too, so.
Yeah, Bambi was one of the girls, if you didn't know, that was in the hot tub with Kirk when Kirk stepped out on Rashida and went up there to the cabin with
Bobby V.
Yes.
And Thickneck. What's his name? Benzino.
Benzino. Okay. And she was up in there rolling around in a hot tub and all of that. And that was her debut and her entry into Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Okay. Spice and Bambi, they were cool at one point in time. But as far as I know, Bambi and Spice fell out around the time that Erica Mena and Spice got into it. You know, the whole Blue Monkey thing.
Yeah.
Thank you, Erica, for the super sticker. I believe that is. So it's just been escalating, and the two have made diss tracks about each other, and now Spice got the whole stadium rocking. Hey, Goddess.
Media showdown.
So yeah, that was one of the things that happened. Did you want to say anything about Spice having Bambi, having the whole crowd tell Bambi to
Not can this be done already? Like, just fight if y'all gonna fight. This is ridiculous. This is dragging out very long.
I mean, thus far in the comments, the people ain't feeling it. You know, they're not here for it. Oh, we're not going there yet. We're not going there yet. We're not going there yet. Who else had another performance was Glorilla. Now, Glorilla was at Coachella clapping them bunions up on the stage. I like how the Henny media head was blocking the booty cheeks. That was perfect. That was just perfect right there. Because we can't have all that booty clapping going on over here. But from what I've seen online, Glorilla really did her big one at Coachella. And I think she's come a long way.
Yes, she has. She, as far as her rapping, her stage presence, her performance, even her working on her natural body, I'm loving the whole glow up. I'm definitely loving the glow up. And her and Jada Waiter started a trend. I didn't want to post it because it was a lot of booty cheeks, but they're doing period poo, and the 2 O's in the poo is booty cheeks, and it's really cute. So
I need to look at that.
Miss Tammy, you said, you know, your buns be bunning. You should do that challenge.
I need to be looking at that.
What?
Huh? What?
You said you're gonna go look at it?
I sure am. I sure am.
Oh, and they just added Megan. Megan's the third. I know a lot of people don't like the stallion, but she was clapping booty cheeks too. So.
I'm just letting.
Yeah, I'm really not. Okay, Goddess, you've got to move your mic because you're doing that breathy thing again. Goddess has been scaring us all weekend with this breathing thing. Goddess, are you there?
Yeah.
Look, now it gets quiet, and I'm like, wait a minute, is she there? Another person who performed at Coachella and did their big one was Missy Elliott. Now, this right here was the hardest I've ever seen anybody go. Missy Elliott was a freaking transformer, y'all. Like who thinks of this and who does this?
I would say only her.
Like I can't play the music because I don't know if I'll get copywritten, but I was very happy out there, the out of this world visuals, the costumes, choreography on point. Like this person.
Mm.
Yeah, you love the stallion. You love the stallion. I like her, but I don't love her. I love Missy. Absolutely. Missy is definitely iconic. For real, for real.
She is completely iconic. I will say that Black Twitter, she wasn't on a stage that she was appreciated, and she should have been on a stage where she was.
This. Now, speaking of Coachella, we're gonna roll right on along to Beyonce's Lace Front's Fave. Now, we cannot play the music because of copyright, but Megan Thee Stallion had Queen Latifah bring her out for Coachella. Sierra was also there. I don't remember who Victoria Monet is. I don't even know who that is.
Victoria Monet is the one who sings "On My Mama."
Yes.
Crap. She was in a group before she did that, but she did "On My Mama" and then she did a different song that was pretty popular. But
is she the one that is an actress too?
No,
that's not.
No, that's Chanel Monet.
Okay, wrong Monet.
See, that's why I just let Goddess go because I don't know. I wish we would have brought that media up just a little bit more on that booty clap. But it looked like, she did her thing. Her and Sierra out here rocking it. I want to know how long they spent rehearsing this because Sierra is a dancing machine, okay?
And a perfectionist. She's very much a perfectionist. Her, Chris Brown, Tiana Taylor, they're very everything gotta be hit it.
Well, that makes me wonder, did Tiana Taylor choreograph this? Because little do the public know, she's been choreographing a lot of these concerts.
Absolutely.
That's a big fact.
It wouldn't surprise me if she did.
But it looked like, this was a night of girl power for Coachella, for real. But she did her big one. We're not haters over here. We tell the truth. She did her big one with all of the people that she did bring out on the stage with her. And I guess this is the Victoria Monet.
Yes, it is.
Okay. So yeah, they did they 1-2 up here too?
Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. I'm an umbrella. I can't be phony with Meg.
Well, it's not a matter of being phony. I mean, she did her thing.
I mean, her booty looked nice.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to say she did her thing, and the performance was performancing from what I see of this clip.
Yeah, she definitely did her thing. I'm not a huge Megan Thee Stallion fan myself, but I will give her flowers I'll give her props where they do. And she brought out all the girl power. I've always loved the fact that she's always done that.
I will say this, the first person I actually saw do the girl power and pay homage to everyone was Remy Ma.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Her too.
So yeah. Hey, Kristen.
Hey.
So
how are y'all?
We are good. We were just talking about Coachella and all the girlies that were girlying at Coachella this weekend. Megan Thee Stallion, Glorilla, Missy Elliott did their thing and did their big ones up there on the Coachella stage, and it was girl power all the way. So, go ahead.
I didn't say nothing.
Oh, okay. So Poppington is very excited. She dropped. Poppington is very excited to talk about this. So I'm going to let Poppington talk about this one. So go ahead, Pop.
Okay, so earlier this morning, 6 women, including Gayle King and Katy Perry, which will be the last one coming out, went into space and came back. It took about an hour and a half for everything to be over and done with. Very interesting. Jeff Bezos, it was his rocket ship. And it was crewless. It was just the 6 of them, and the rocket ship flew itself. So I found that really interesting. We didn't
Gail
get any
looks over
pictures.
it.
Gail looked scared. And when she came back, she kissed the ground. They were so happy to be back. So I'm, you know, I took off my tinfoil kufi like y'all must have went up far, but we didn't get any pictures of them out there. We didn't get any video of what they saw. They only had audio, like in real time. So you heard them like kind of making noises when they landed and when the rocket went off and stuff like that. But yeah, so 6 women went to space and came back down this morning.
I don't know how I feel about this. Why does it look like a giant penis or a microphone?
In a giant penis.
It passed through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. That's when the vehicle.
I just have to have a moment with the ground. Let me just appreciate the ground for just a second. Thank you, Jesus.
I don't know how I feel
So you
about
start to
this.
see the glow
Yeah,
of
and
the
her best
flame
friend was out there supporting her.
loading into the
And the
capsule.
significance here of the bell, and I should note before I have you explain that, each crew names themselves. They have named themselves the 6 taking up space, as each one is ringing a bell, and the significance of that is what, Ariane?
This is one of our capsules. You start to see the glow of the.
Now, they said Neil Armstrong did not really ride out into space and that it was fake and it was phony. And I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. First of all, Elon Musk, your Teslas are exploding everywhere. I
No,
don't think I would feel safe.
that's Bezos. That's Jeff Bezos'
Jeff
rocket.
Bezos rocket.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's not Elon's. That's Jeff Bezos' rocket. And
Okay.
that's what I'm saying. Like, it was no kind of footage, no video, no pictures, no nothing of what they saw. So my tinfoil kufi is slanted on my head right now. It's not fully on, but it's slanted. I'm looking like
Stop
T.I. But the way
I
that
don't
they
know.
came
There's been
out of there,
symptoms that either landed wrong or something.
We lost you for a second. You don't know what happened? Kristen?
I think she dropped again.
You talking to me or I don't know if you're talking to me or Papa.
Oh, no.
No, I said I just don't know about even doing it because it's been too loaded.
Well, that's true. I do remember we were watching one. This was way back in the day. I was in class. I remember this. I think I was like in 4th grade. Had to be 4th grade because I was in Catholic school. Don't question me. Don't judge me. I was in Catholic school, and I remember they pulled in the TV screen, and we were watching the rocket go up, and the rocket exploded.
Mm-hmm.
I remember that. I don't know. You don't have to behave, Trinity Chin. Zoe says she thinks it's great. Bravery goes out to those women. Absolutely, Elon Muskie. Beyonce's lace front. What have you had this morning? Were you sipping already? Because
I think it's great, but I want to know why my woman wasn't up there. If she want to talk about it, why wasn't she up there telling us about it? What happened, bae?
Tell what I did.
Why wasn't you in the spaceship?
I'm not going in nobody's spaceship. I'm
it
sorry.
Looks like a penis.
I don't want to be inside a penis. It's supposed to be the opposite way around.
Penis.
I'm not doing this with y'all two this morning. That insurance would have been sky high for that trip. And the spaceship took off and exploded with all the crew inside. It was horrifying. Right.
Yeah,
right.
that was Apollo 13.
Yes.
Apollo 13.
Like, you can hang it up. I don't want to go to space. It's cool. It's cool.
Can I ask a question? Like, did they get to like experiment with astronaut food while they were up there?
They were only up there for like 20 seconds.
That
They went
is
up and came right
lame.
back down.
It's lame. I'm gonna flip a table.
That's what I'm saying. Did they even go out the atmosphere? We saw you go up, but we don't know how
I
you
don't
did.
even know. Okay, now here's another one. Who is leading this story? Because now I want you guys to start leading stories. So who's going to lead the Yoshin? And we're going to start with the birthday.
Me.
Okay, so tell us about Yoshin for those of us who do not know before I play the clip.
So Yoshin is Ari Fletcher and G Herbo's son. He just turned 7.
Congratulations. Happy birthday, young man.
Yes, you have to call him young man. He don't want
Yeah,
to be a YN.
he
Don't
wants
play
to
with
be a
him.
lion.
Don't play with him.
Okay, let's hear him chastise the people and tell them about that.
Y'all call me a YN. I don't want y'all to call me that. Please. And it's my birthday, please. Can you make that dream happen? I need y'all to call me a YN. And that stands for young man. Please. Please.
He said, please, from like my birthday. Can we not
Oh,
call
there
me
you
a
go.
YN?
I just love this kid so much. This video had me crying. Like what?
And Ari sharing her moments with him.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He is just probably the funniest kid. He's such a funny kid.
Yeah.
Like he was like, listen, y'all need to stop with this YN nonsense.
Okay, a 7-year-old is telling you, I'm not a young
Exactly.
ninja. I am a young man.
Yeah.
And then we have grown woman tings as Ari and Tiana are celebrating Yoshin's birthday together. Now, this is baby mama power right here. Am I correct?
Yes. That is both G Herbo's baby mother. And they used to be at ends with each other.
This is what healthy co-parenting looks like.
Yes, sir.
Heck yeah.
Tiana has 2 for him, and Ari has 1. Yoshan is the oldest. That is Tiana's son on Ari right there. That's the Yosan's brother and sister. And if you notice, it's the 2 women. Daddy is nowhere in sight.
That part.
That's beautiful. That's beautiful. Now, Jaden didn't take a book out of that. But you know, I digress.
First of all, this is supposed to be what's being worked on. Okay. Carlissa, take notes because this could very much be Chrisean and Jaden celebrating 2 boys and a girl. Looks very eerily mirroring of each other.
And they used to beef with each other. Like they had
yeah.
real beef with each other. It took a while, but they're there. And that's real growth. So I applaud both of them. And I applaud G Herbo too, because in some kind of way he had to be a part of either, letting them build their own relationship or whatever, making them come together. But I applaud all 3 parents.
Maybe he didn't have a part in it. Maybe it's something that the ladies just decided on their own. Sometimes the baby mamas have to step in and step out and take the lead when it comes down to the kids, because this is what it looks like when you are putting your children first and the best interest of your children first. It's a bond. You've got to stop thinking about it as separately. I feel like as mothers, they should be supporting one another. You should want to see each other's child or each other's children do well because they're siblings. Like at the end of the day, you and the other baby mama do not have any other connection except for what was the word you used for the rocket, goddess?
The penis.
That is the only thing that y'all had in common. And then your children share a DNA strain together. What happened between you and the man even if it's a situation of one overlapping the other, that has nothing to do with the children. The children did not ask to be here. Y'all made a choice to keep the children and bring them into this world. So it is your job to try to make their world as peaceful as possible and not feud and not talk about each other's children. And the grandmother is not on here bashing and trashing, and the grandmother is not online doing this. So this is beautiful to see that young women can and will step out for their children. Now, we're going to get into a little bit of Zeus content, because for those of y'all who are watching Erica Mena's Two Ways, Selena, who was the young lady who came out, and called Ray J. She was calling Ray J when she got eliminated. She has a story time for us. And Kristen, would you like to take the lead on this?
Yeah, she let it all loose. And what's funny is they basically paid her and bribed her to shut up, and she still aired their ass out. And I think that is hilarious. That's why I love Selena. But basically, she let it all loose. That the whole thing was scripted. Erica is a psycho. She said that basically the show was to clean up her image, and that comment she made about dark-skinned people and something else. I can't remember what exactly she said right now, but basically that's all the show was for, is to clean up her image and to get her back in the limelight in a good way, which I don't really see how the show did that. It just made her look like a 304, but you know.
Well, let's hear what Selena had to say.
Glad you said something. So, I haven't seen the episode that just came out, and I probably should for like this video purposes, but I lived it, so I feel like I could talk about it. And since I really genuinely, I kind of showed on that last video, I don't really know when my NDA is up. I'm not reading a million fucking pages worth of shit, so I just know that for sure you could talk about the episode after it airs. So here's my truth and what happened. I met Erica on a yacht. This backstory is needed for what I'm about to tell you guys. I met Erica Mena on a yacht. She seen me. She's like, oh my God, I love you. Her first question was like, did you fuck my baby daddy Safari? And I was like, no, girl, I haven't done that. She was with Sky from Black King Crew. And I was like, no, girl. And I'm cool with Sky. So like that kind of like was the icebreaker or whatever. So anyway, she was like, I'm doing this show on Zeus. I would love for you to be on it. I want you to come in and stir the fucking pot. Be Selena motherfucking Powell. I was like, okay. Like, I'll see, because, you know, Zeus fights. Like, I had just been offered to go on Baddies. And I was like, probably shouldn't. So I was like kind of scared, but well, not scared because I'm not scared to fight, but I am scared to get my ass beat on television, I'll tell you that. So I didn't do Baddies or whatever. And then Erica told me about her show, and I'm like, it's a dating show. Like, what could happen? I went home a couple nights later, and I was like, you know what? Let me just see what this Zeus love show is. So I watched Bobby, I Love You Purr. That was a shit show, but I was like, it's cute, it's whatever. Erica's like pressing me, like, do your video, auditions are out, like you need to do your video. So because she had told me that they like air your audition tape or whatever on the show, so you had to audition, but she was gonna vouch for me and make me go. I was like, all right, bet. Told her it was done, I'll do it, whatever. 2 weeks later, I get a call from Zeus. Congratulations, you made it. But Zeus had already at this point, after I met Erica Mena on the yacht, I went to film Auntie's podcast, and it was so good. Zeus Network treated me so good for the Auntie podcast. So good. So then Zeus Network called me. They're like, hey, like, yada, yada. We're offering you a lot of money. Do the show. I was like, okay, bet. Like,
okay, so gotta cut this up because this is long. She's very long-winded and drags.
Yeah, this is like a little episode for real, like a episode of a show.
So already what we get from this is they met, Erica was feeling her, but she had to find out, was she sleeping with Safari? My thing is this: if you and Safari are not together, then what are you still, why is he still on the tip of your tongue? You know your baby daddy was a hoe, and there is a possibility that you're going to run into people in this industry, because the industry, while it seems like it's big, it's really not. Your possibility of running into somebody who wrote on your baby daddy, your ex-husband, is great. I get it. But apparently there's more to this story, correct?
Yeah, like the ending. I'm just saying y'all gonna gag when y'all.
Network. This is.
Let's go to the ending and let's hear it.
So then Erica is like leaving me on red, like she's not replying.
What happened?
It's gonna be on part 3, the very end. So it's gonna be not this video, but the one after the next one.
Which one? Because there's only 3.
Yeah, this part one? 3. Yeah, the very almost at the very end.
Network. This is the grand. Okay. This is the last part. Oh. So then Erica is like leaving me on red, like she's not replying. I feel tried. Mind you, I'm a fucking emotional wreck. Like, I need motherfucking Snickers, bitch. Like, I was an emotional wreck. Security, like, I see cameras in my face, and I'm still like in Selena mode. So I was like, okay, like, I guess I give you guys like a show or something. Like, I act up, I think. I don't know if they showed that or not. They followed me to the dressing room and make me act up. There's no way in hell they aired it all, though, because I was acting up for like 2 hours. So I think that they got the most important ones. So I'm in the car. They call me in the car, and I tell the showrunner, I'm like, when I get back to the house, can you tell Erica I want to talk to her? He was like, she doesn't want to talk to you. What's going to happen is you're going to go home. You're going to pack your shit. You're going to send you in a car, and you're going to go home. That's it. And you're going to do your confessionals tomorrow, because you don't do your confessionals every day. You do your confessionals when you're eliminated, and then you do your confessionals throughout the whole show. So I didn't know confessionals at this point. I'm like, what do you mean? Like, what the fuck do you mean? I'm going home. Like, why can't I talk to Erica? That's my friend. Like, you guys know that's my friend. Like, I've known Erica. Like what? Like, let me talk to her. At least just, like, let me, like, clear the air and, like, really apologize if I did something. They're like, no, Erica doesn't want to talk to you. So there's no clearing up nothing. She doesn't care. I'm like, bet. I call up Ray J. They call him up, and I tell him what's going on. Ray's like, go on live. And I was like, get on live right now. And then just YouTube that. I make a shit show and go live. So then we get to the crib. Erica pulls up the same time as me. They're like, they get me out of the car. They take my phone. I mean, they don't take my phone. I still have my phone. Mind you, security hit me. Zeus is security, and I still to this day think that I should call the police, but I don't know. The security, when I'm on live, he literally, like, hits me. Like, a grown-ass man hits me. And mind you, the Zeus Network, I'm not going to tell you what producer or what owner, but somebody on the higher-ups was like, our security can do whatever you want. Where's the proof? I was like, wow. That's how y'all get down. I'm like, all right, bet. All right, cool. Maybe he didn't believe me. I don't know. Damn, I'm going to have to do another part because there's so many layers to this. But, yeah, so then that happens. And Erica is just, like, yelling at me and screaming and throwing things. She actually put her hands on me. I don't know if you guys see that in the thing. But security has me. Like, they don't let me fight back at all. I call the police because Erica hits me. My hands are, like, being tied. I'm basically getting assaulted. Then her fat ass fucking friend jumps in. I'm getting fucking jumped. Like, what? I'm half naked. They won't let me change. I have just one bag with my other phone in it. They take my phone. I grab my other phone. I call the police. The police come, and then Erica, like, went from, like, 100 to 0, like, real quick. She was like, I'm your friend. We're going to edit this all out. I'll eliminate you. Like, we'll edit that out. Like, I'm the EP. I'll edit it out. Go tell the cops you're okay. She holds my hand. I'm like, okay, like, you sure? She's like, yeah. Like, okay. I go to the cops. I'm like, sorry, like, nothing happened. Sorry for wasting your guys' time. And then we went back. She's like, typical white woman behavior, you stupid bitch. Hits me again. And then the Zeus Network barely breaks it up, barely. Then I go to my room to get my shit because obviously I've had enough. I grab my phone. They give me my phone finally after like me screaming and trying to run out the gate to go get another like civilian to help me because the Zeus Network literally closed the gates and had security right there. I was trapped. I was genuinely scared. Like I was like, fuck, like they could do anything to me. They can just delete these footages. Like not something bad could happen to me. So then, I go upstairs. All of my luggage is broken. Like she packed all of my luggage. I was like, why did you guys let her touch my shit? They're like, oh, we didn't know. All of my shit is fucked up. Like all of my shit is fucked up. I had to make another part. All of my shit is fucked up. This is part 9-10 on the Zeus Network experience. Hopefully I'm gonna like.
Okay, so is this still continuing from this? Is this
Yeah,
still
that's
the
what
same?
I was saying. Yeah, it's still the same video. That's what I was saying. Like the actual part that I was talking about was towards the end just a little bit. But yeah, it's the two parts put together.
I can't fast forward to that. But okay, so let's try to unpack this. So she was assaulted by not only the security, but Erica and Erica's friend. She calls the police. Erica dupes her into getting the police to go away, only to assault her again. Erica and whoever allegedly tears up her luggage. And then I guess there's the part where she's talking about how Erica was obsessed with Safari still.
Yeah, and what's like you actually see some of this on the show. Like Erica takes off running and runs up the stairs and starts packing her luggage like a crazy person, talking about, I'm gonna get the trash out of here, and like literally she goes crazy. But like I want y'all to remember, this woman climbed the ladder to Safari's window and then told people that he hit his kids. So I mean you can't let the little nice act fool you either.
Well, I mean, if you've watched Erica going back to Love and Hip Hop New York, you know Erica is not a nice girl. You know Erica plays the victim. She stirs the pot. She manipulates situations. And then when she gets caught out there, she cries victim. Like that's Erica's thing. That's always been Erica's thing. And to be honest with you, when I seen Erica and Safari together, I was taken back by that. That was a match that I really didn't think would happen, even though they were on that TV show, that they were stuck in that scary house together, and Safari was professing his admiration and his very strong like, because I don't think he loved Erica at that point for Erica. But Safari has a type. If you look at it, after Nikki, there was the other Nikki baby from freaking Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. Then he goes on to Erica. He has a type. And all of them have been toxic. But I did not ever see Safari and Erica Mena becoming husband and wife and having children. Not only that, if you watched any of Love and Hip Hop, you saw at the last reunion, I believe it is, that they had, Erica looked sunken in, like her whole being had been depleted after dealing with Safari. And that to me is a combination of heartache and a little bit of psycho too. So I'm not surprised really by any of this that Selena is saying, because we've heard that Zeus gets very abusive, allegedly, when it comes down to people. So I don't know. What say y'all?
Yeah. With the, like what you're saying with her, I swear every episode she gets skinnier and her titties get bigger. I don't know if that's or what it is, but do you want me to tell what Selena actually did to get back at Erica, or you want to leave that as a surprise?
No, you could tell it, because that video is very, very long.
Well, Selena went ahead and slept with Safari just to piss Erica off, so and Erica is also messing with a very famous how do you put it? Just say 304 NFL player. He's very, very famous for sleeping with a lot of women. So y'all ought to know what I'm talking about.
Terrell Owens.
It's AB?
Mm, mm.
Mm,
Interesting.
very. Because all I can say is, Keisha Cole, mm.
Yeah. Well, let's get into a little bit of circus activity, shall we? Because it was also a lot that was going on. Okay. Yeah, we're going to do baddies last, but we're going to get into all of this because over the weekend, after they dropped their God's Child single together, Chrisean and Rican, apparently they had employed, or I won't say they, Rican had a deal worked out with this gentleman to do the artwork for God's Child for them. And it appears that there was some miscommunications that happened, but it looked like to me, because I did talk about this on IG, but it looked to me like he agreed to have promo done instead of him. He asked for, okay, let's back it up. He asked for $100 to do the artwork, right? Rican suggest, or promo, like just tagging him into it and bigging his name up so that other people would know who he is. He could possibly go viral right along with them, etc., etc. Well, apparently Rican was on a plane, the album gets dropped, all of this stuff happens, and Rican is on a plane to Cali. While she's on the plane to Cali, his sister, the young man's sister, decides to go live. And not only is she out here airing it out about him not getting the $100 or the promo, which, mind you, the song had only been out for a couple of hours. It hadn't even been 24 hours yet. She was on a live going off about the situation and demanding $250 and then $300 for her brother's artwork. Mind you, she is not a partner that we know of into his business. She is just stepping in like, I'm a big sister, I'm trying to protect my brother, whoopty 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 woo, but is crossing the lines between family and business. Let's take a listen to what she had to say.
To remove the artwork from Apple Music, she could remove it from Buzz or whatever the hell that is. She can remove it from iTunes. She can remove it from YouTube. She can remove all the artwork, y'all. It's not about her not liking the artwork. She loves the artwork. That's why she used it. She just don't want to pay for it, and she don't want to promote it. Excuse me. And she don't want to promote because she don't want to pay. I mean, it's either one or the other. You either promote it or you don't promote it. If you don't promote it, you pay for it. If you don't pay for it, you promote it.
This is where things get a little murky for me. We're going to pause it for a second because at the end of the day, your brother agreed to promo. He let go of the money. And I get what she's saying. Either you're going to pay or you're going to promote it, one or the other. But you haven't even given anybody a chance to do anything. Granted, a tag, like she said, a tag could have gone up and all of that. But what I don't like about this is that she drug Chrisean into this. And Chrisean has nothing to do with this. This was a deal between he and Rican. He and Rican, not he, Rican, and the sister and Chrisean. Like Chrisean and the sister have nothing to do with this. Why wouldn't he be the one to go live is my question. Why wouldn't he be the one to be speaking about it? Why are you on here doing this? I wasn't feeling it. I just wasn't feeling it. It felt very cloudy because it's a lot of other stuff that has started coming out. I don't want to reveal too much just yet, but what say y'all on this? Where we're at right now? Or y'all want me to keep playing it?
Well,
I mean, I'll go. I just didn't want to talk over nobody. Papaton, you want to go first? Or?
yeah, hold on. So
go ahead,
I was in the store. I was in the noisy New York bodega. But so I just feel like his sister needs to, well, okay, let me back up. I feel like he should be handling his own business. He's a grown man, number one. Number two, it looks to me like he did agree for the promo. They jumped the gun. I mean, was you expecting it right away? Like, people have other things to do. And I really feel like his sister and his mama coming out like that is really gonna hurt his career moving forward. So And I know like we love you too, Rican, but I really feel like it was like they was trying to do a thing. Maybe they thought it was more of Chrisean's project, so they was trying to get the money and clout off of her at first. I don't know. It just seems really weird. Like the whole situation seems really weird, especially because it was over only $100 or promo, and he was getting free promo anyway because the supporters on this side, we would have figured out who did the cover work eventually. You know what I'm saying? We would have promoted him too once she would have tagged him. But if she was on a plane, you can't be mad. That's what I mean by like they're jumping the gun. And this is really going to hinder him later because it's like, okay, first of all, if I'm hiring you, I'm hiring you. Your family has nothing to do with it. That's number one. Number two, it's looking like you're a backslider. You say you're going to do something, and then at the ninth hour, you want to change stuff. So I don't know. It's just a weird situation.
And I agree. Like they jumped the gun on it because y'all didn't even give him 2 hours before y'all were like Kenny said, tagging Chrisean, calling her out her name, acting like she didn't want to pay. Like I said, she is just a feature on the song first off, and then you go from $100 to agreeing to promo, and then say you want the $100 back. The song drops, you want $300, and now the sister's saying $250, and we don't know where that even come from. So we're all confused at this point. And like you said, nobody's gonna want to work with him because if any little hiccup or anything like that that can be fixed, and you've already went dragging my name, nobody's gonna want to have to worry about that.
Right. Right. Well, let's continue. Goddess, is she still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Did you want to add something or are you waiting?
No, I'm okay. I was going to, but nope, you guys said everything.
Okay.
But to say somebody sent you a paragraph, to say somebody sent you a paragraph, then asking for money, it's because you didn't do what you said you was going to do. And that was you were going to promote it. You were going to promote it. Chrisean didn't block. From what I see, she didn't block. Hasn't blocked me. I don't know where Chrisean really comes in. He was on FaceTime with Chrisean and this girl, this Rican. He was on a FaceTime with the both of them. He sent payment to her. So this is her song. Chrisean is a feature on it. They seem like they're working on this project together because they were on the Angela Yee podcast together promoting this song. But when it comes to payment with Chrisean and this girl, I don't know who was supposed to pay him. But at the end of the day, he sent a payment. But it seems like
he don't need to speak. We speaking for him. He don't need to speak.
Yeah, we don't.
So wait, she got a payment. So the boy got a payment, and you still on the internet running your gums for what?
She's saying he sent the payment. I don't know what he would send a payment for.
Yeah, I don't either. But allegedly, somebody sent them $350, and she said that doesn't count.
Which I don't even understand. So we have the text messages. What do you need done? Artwork for a single. Send me some pictures. I'll have it done in the next couple of hours. Use any of our pictures. Be creative. Can you make a pic of me and Chrisean? Oh, it's too short. Okay. But anyway, these are the text messages right here. And you'll see as the text messages go on that there was talk about, this was the original picture that he sent. And of course, like I've said in the other lives, when you do artwork, right, there's no conversation that they're having anywhere in these text messages where it says, okay, original artwork this is the price for that. You get X amount of edits on it. And after that, it's going to be this price per edit that you make. Each edit is billed as an individual, or you get 2 additional edits for this price right here. Also, what you don't see on here is you don't see his watermark. You don't see no proof. You don't see nothing, which across all of this should have been a proof. It should have been a logo or something over the actual artwork itself, instead of just sending it like this. Because sending it like this, if somebody really did want to be a crook, they could have just took it and just been done with it, and that's that. But there's a lot of missteps that were taken. Again, not beating him down, but giving advice as to how to move forward. But this is what was missing from it. It was just like, hey, can you do an artwork for me? Yeah, I can do the artwork. This is this. Send me pictures. I'll have it done in a couple of hours. Boom, this is what I came up with. Okay, he's asking what's the name of the song. So that means you said, send me a couple of pictures. You don't even know the name of the song. Like, there was no pre-conversation, like, okay, you need artwork for a single. What's the name of the single? Is it just you on the single? Is there a feature? Okay, this is what it is. What is your vision? What is it that you would like to see? Like, it was none of that. It was none of that. No conversation anywhere in these text messages at all. Then he asked them, is there anything that you want different? So she says, yes. So he goes, I appreciate if you need any more work done. I got you. You cool with $100 for payment? She says, or a tag. So we're saying promo because the sister was saying promo, but it's not even promo. It's a tag into the art, into the photo. So now he says, yeah, that's cool. Boom. You have now agreed to getting tagged, not even being promoted, but being tagged.
And this is a written agreement.
Exactly. Exactly. And then here comes the edits. Can you put Chrisean on the necklace? Can you make us in all white? She's asking. He says, yeah. So this is where this is where Chrisean comes into play, because she's asking. I believe the first picture had Chrisean Rock on it. She just said she doesn't want to go by Chrisean Rock anymore. She wants to go by Chrisean. So if she's going by Chrisean, then yes, she's going to ask, just put Chrisean on the necklace. Okay. And she's asking, can you make us an all white? That's where she's coming into play at. He says, yeah. He goes and continues on to draw up other things. All right. What does it say? Subject: request for full compensation for art cover, Jason Young. Dear Rican the Menace, I hope this message finds you well. I'm reaching out on behalf of Jason Young, who recently designed the cover art for the collaboration between Chrisean Rock and Rican the Menace. We want to first thank you for the opportunity and are proud to see the artwork accompanying the release. However, we would like to address the matter of compensation, as there has been no formal promotion or credit provided for Jason's work. And considering the song has already been publicly released using his artwork, we believe the agreed compensation of $100 does not fairly reflect the time, creativity, and effort Jason put in. So now this is where the sisters and all of that are coming in, and now they want to change the price. Okay, we're back up to right here where it says, what do you need done artwork for a single? Rican the Menace says, I can't. Wait a minute, let me zoom in. Okay, this can't be real. I don't have a problem paying for artwork, but saying you fine with promo, since you was only charging me $100. I figured promo would make you more money anyway, but being taken for a fool is what I will not allow. Don't send me no paragraph demanding money after we drop. This is foolishness, and I have receipts. Okay, so all of this is being out of proportion, way out of proportion. And then we get here. Wait a minute, because that one went by too quick. Hold on. Oh,
hey Ma, just okay, there it goes. Before you finish, I will tell you, I read that in her voice, in Rican's voice. So it sounded hella gangster.
Of course it's going to sound gangster. So she goes on and she's making these story posts. The sister has said, I would tag the Menace, but of course they blocked every account that she thinks family or friends. Okay, so that's what she's saying. And then it goes on to say, so this bitch Chrisean and her weird ass friend blocked him and won't pay him for that design. Now she's ducking calls. Now, the problem that I have with all of this is, here goes Dre. It's a full house, everybody, on a Monday. Hey, Dre.
Hey, Mr. Biggs.
What's going on?
Mr. Biggs.
Yes. Yes, I'm Mr. Biggs. Y'all don't know that? Mm-hmm.
So now here's the issue that I'm having. We're talking about the sister, the artwork, and the big ass scandal. Okay. The problem I have with this is in the live, you say that you don't know where Chrisean comes into play at. You just know that they were promoting the song. You think that she's being featured on the song, but then you make a story post and call her out her name. And then on top of that, you mad that she blocked you? Let me tell you something. If somebody is hitting me up about something that I really don't have anything to do with, and you come in with this type of timing and energy, your ass gonna be on the block list too, expeditiously. You coming in my inbox with foolery, block. If you think that you went in her inbox and she didn't call Rican to find out what was going on and she got what was going on and blocked, or went and did her due diligence and research, because you know Chrisean see everything. If you think she didn't go and do her due diligence and then say, I'm not attaching myself to this foolery, I'm protecting my peace and blocking you, then you are sadly mistaken. This right here is the prime example of why I said I believe this sister was probably already a part of the hate train, didn't like Chrisean or whatever. Because why are you bringing her into this?
And see, the story post was before the live, so she outed herself on the live and said Chrisean never blocked her.
Well, there goes the other parts of the story. See what I'm saying? But you want to bring Chrisean into it. So now this makes it look even worse that you said she blocked him. Well, why would she have a conversation with him about something she didn't even have an agreement with him about? He was talking to Rican because she was on a FaceTime.
Was in his DM, and this is who he was talking to, and this person is, I guess, the person that's supposed to pay him, because I was in Chrisean DM and she ain't blocked me, so I don't think this got nothing to do with her.
You was in Chrisean DM. Why are you in Chrisean DM? Why? And guess what? She ain't answer your Chrisean. Don't be in her damn DM unless she know you.
Facts. Why was she in Carlissa's DM is what I want to know. That's the main thing.
We ain't even get there yet. We ain't even get there yet. Huh?
My bad. My bad.
Because trust me, we getting ready to get there. But we ain't even get there yet. We just right here. You know, we got to baby walk the people to everything that done developed, because this is some exposing ish that we up here about to do.
The face I'm making right now.
Dude, you know me, I like to fire the shots off.
I know.
Go ahead and unload the clip.
Kristen is the hair trigger. Okay, she don't care. She just go pop. But we still on the fact that you said that Chrisean ain't having blocked. She ain't blocked nobody. You said that she ain't even got nothing to really do with this. But there you are calling her a bitch. Are you serious? Let's continue, because there's a lot of clout chasing that's happening.
I really don't think that she was the payer. I don't know.
You don't think that she's the payer, but you do this. Now, I don't know if did we catch that? Did we catch her?
Oh, wow.
So what we didn't catch, what we all know about, is the fact that this heifer.
I'm blocked. I couldn't.
Well, a lot of us are blocked, so we can't catch it, but we find out. Carlissa is under the Live Bites video of this, or somewhere saying something in a Live Bites video, being the disgusting like stalker troll that she can often be. And this girl decided that she was going to at Carlissa, and Carlissa decided that she was going to repost it. So here is my thing as well. Not only did you involve Carlissa, and Carlissa ain't got nothing to do with this, and you just said you don't know what part Chrisean pays in, but you don't believe that she was the payee, which she's not supposed to be, because she didn't talk to this guy. Rican talked to this guy. And I'm not throwing Rican under the bus, but I'm just saying, like, this is the madness that we be talking about right here. And when she was live, all the haters was up in that live, okay? And they started spinning narratives and all types of craziness was going on up in there, okay? But you tag Carlissa, and then she goes on to start tagging the big blogs in her posts. Huh? For how come why?
It's giving clout chase.
But Kristen has more. Because you saw Kristen was down in them comments. Kristen.
But hold on a second. To be fair, there is no payee because nobody's supposed to be paying.
Well, this is true.
Period.
But, Kristen, enlighten the people as to what was going on behind the scenes, please.
They were, well, I know the brother was messaging every single person that disagreed with them. The sister is finding every single blog that posted not in favor of them, commenting under every single person, and she got ate the fuck up, by the way. But and I guess Rican saw, some of the comments and agreed, with what we were saying, basically saying, yes, that's exactly what happened. And I guess she found us. So she got ate up a whole lot in the comments to the point where she actually said that, okay, I'm going to let the lawyers handle it.
Your girl was on Straight Henny Media.
Mm-hmm.
And was trying to say that Straight Henny Media was not posting all of the messages. But we posted what needed to be posted. Now, what you wanted was for us to go into your whole story. And sorry, Sugarfoot, that's not happening.
Not Sugarfoot.
Yeah, Sugarfoot. Okay. It's not happening. All right. Not happening. Now, the song slaps, regardless to what. And Rican
in the streets, that ain't who I'm trying to be. Bullet hit my flesh, but I'm blessed that I'm free. Living for the world made me go into depression. Had a talk with the Lord, to my Ellen to a lesson. I hated my father because he touched me as a kid. Struggled to forgive him because he knows just what he did. I was so cold-hearted, but I'm better now. Jesus is who I call on when I'm down.
This right here made me do nothing but want to see the video. Now, as far as all this other stuff goes, let me explain something to you. Y'all need to communicate behind the scenes first and understand that these girls are not just some sitting around the house doing nothing women. These women are out here handling business. And at this particular point in time, Rican was on a flight. Rican wasn't even reachable at the moment. Did y'all have a conversation? Did y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all can't just come out and start dragging people just because.
And then you got the haters talking about, oh, call Chrisean's PO and have her put back in jail for not paying y'all. And we're like, what?
What?
Yes, that was some of the comments in the live. And I'm sitting here like, huh? Yeah, like, what? But I just want to say, Rican and Chrisean both too, but they snapped on that song.
They did.
And
they
I
really
think
did.
They seen it go up, and that's what made them want to change that price.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. They damn sure did. And you even had Deja, who is Chrisean's friend, because some people were like, who is Deja? Deja is Chrisean's friend. She's been around for a long time, but Deja's one of the friends that pops in and pops out. But Deja knew the words, all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on. This is support. Let these young women do what they're doing. But, it's kind of hard for people to allow them to move forward and do what they do with grace when you've got the Zilla out here.
For the love of God.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
Shut the up. For the love of God.
Oh, please. Oh, please.
This is Carlissa in the Live Bites comments. This is why you never go to jail for no woman or for hitting one. And shout out to looking for Naya. They said, at Carlissa, please shut up. And that is why I added the Jaden. Saying, for the love of God, shut the up. Because at the end of the day, her son is clearly still up Chrisean's punanter because he was following and unfollowing Chrisean throughout the weekend.
That boy was going crazy with it too. He did about 8 times.
And no, it was not all posted, okay? Follow to unfollow. All weekend long.
We're not playing your game, Blue. You got 2, and that's all you getting.
I think it's because he saw. I think it's because he saw that it was posted. Was he following, unfollowing, or was he blocked? I think he was trying to show he wasn't blocked. Yeah.
But you also got to keep in mind, he was probably calling her, and she probably was not answering the phone. So he was probably like, "Oh, well then I'm gonna follow you and unfollow you so that you can see me. Do you see me?"
Nah, Blue was losing his mind. Like he was having a temper tantrum because he started even trolling the victim that they got the lawsuit with, or the upcoming lawsuit allegedly with. But he even started trolling him and following her and unfollowing her.
Hold on, Dre. Which one? Because there's 3.
The one from the nightclub. The one that actually got pow
In the hand?
or grazed. Yeah. Or whatever happened. He was trolling him. He put his picture up as his default. Then he started sharing his video. He was just losing his mind. He even started sharing Carlissa. He was losing his natural form.
That's me in the corner. That's me in the spot. Like losing my religion.
For real, okay?
John doesn't want me no more.
Sing when doves cry or something. He in there, I'm telling you, like Blue losing his stuff right now, and he in there singing Prince and Michael Jackson. She's out of my life. You know, she in there, singing it all, y'all. He sliding down the wall.
Nah, Dre, don't lie. He is singing Luther Vandross. A chair is just a chair.
He's singing
Home
Baby Come
is
Back.
not a home.
He's singing Mariah Carey. Nope, he's singing Mariah Carey, y'all. When you left, I lost a part of me. It's
Is it
so
so
hard
hard
to
to
believe.
believe
Come back, baby, please, cause we
we
belong
belong
together.
together?
Who else am I gonna lean on with times get rough?
That's a shit, you know. So he in there singing. He in there singing, you know, and she was singing, "Why you so obsessed with me?" And I'm like, "Oh, here we go, y'all."
Oh man, he probably in there singing that doggone Soldier Boy song. Kiss me to the.
You. He said, "You kiss me through the phone." Soon as I get home. He
And
be like,
Chrisean is not. She's listen.
Listen,
He said
he
my
going on.
baby. Okay. Do y'all see that? Fiji posted this to his story, and she posted it to her story saying, my baby. Lucifer, see it right down there. Lucifer was sliding down all kinds of walls. It's about to be up and stuck. That man, she done caved that man chest in.
She know he coming to find her when he get released. She know just like I know, and we all know he gonna be on the side of the road with your fine electric scooter Because he ain't got no money.
Not his
Trying to
money.
go. Yeah, she going and Jay gonna be calling. Please, Javon, got your scooter back. He go on schoolyard. I'll be right back. On schoolyard, I'll be right back.
Well, baby.
Donuts in the driveway, breaking cabinets. I'm not ready.
Well, honey, I'll tell you what else he not ready for, because it looks like it's revenge of the exes, okay? Because Jaden Alexis took Bravo with her to her booking in Wisconsin. I'm not playing the music.
Is she trying to get her lick back?
Has the lick back already happened and we don't know it?
Well,
She already got her lick back with Bobo. So what's she trying to do? Get a super lick back with Bravo?
Well, she didn't know about Bobo when she got her lick back with Bobo, so that was technically not a lick back. But
She was holding hands in public and kissing in public on picture. You can't tell me she didn't get her lick back.
But that was
be
before she
careful with
found out.
Bravo. That man fertile.
That was before she found out about Shady Sadie and Blue. But what I'm saying is Bravo just came home from jail. You know what happens when dudes just came home from jail. Like, I'm just saying.
Well, did y'all catch that last slide? She is not
Bravo wasn't in jail.
Blueface.
Bravo wasn't in jail.
Wait, huh?
Poppington said Bravo was in jail.
Who did she take with her?
She took Bravo with her, not MK.
Oh.
I am offended for MK. I am so
I figured that.
Right?
I thought she was getting some just came home penis.
No.
D-Loke is cool with Chrisean.
Yes, he ain't gonna do that. No.
Okay, I'm sorry, Bravo.
No, we apologize to D-Loke. That's
I was like, wait a second. Bravo got hemmed up because he smacked the holy grail out of.
Well, listen, as we move right on along and we amp up to our baddies, it looks like Rolly has a few words for Jayla. And we're going to talk about this. Okay, so Rolly said, now I'm sitting in Africa minding my business and I seen Jayla little interview. I mean, I'd be mad as too if I got fired after eating so much coochie just to stay on the show.
Who's coochie?
Must I remind you how you got your job, Baddies South? Wait, she was about to tell it all when she got mad on Baddies Caribbean, right? Oh, I needs to get in a chair and start talking. Demon time. Well, wait a minute. Can we go back? Because, Goddess, you just said it.
Who's coochie?
Right.
Now,
no, it was not.
Hold on a second. Is that the reason why Ashley, the production, don't like her because she wasn't trying to eat Ashley's coochie? You know what?
I think everybody got to eat coochie.
The videos and stuff of Nat and some of these girls. I mean, there was a video floating around of Dolly too. So it's a long titty fat cat.
I think that's like a mandatory thing for baddies.
That everybody has to eat Natalie coochie.
Well, now I'm not saying before, because before they had people on there that would never, ever. But now, like the last 2 seasons, it probably was mandatory.
I don't know why it's not a thing. Like,
okay, I'm
it
back
should be a thing to slap her. That should be the thing. Like, that should be the requirement. Can you slap Natalie?
Well, Scotty said somebody Ucha Walla stink. And that's all I'm gonna say.
Well, who Uchawala stink?
She wasn't pointing no elbows, but it was somebody like a chin.
Remember on Aunties, she was talking about it, and Natalie was like, "What?" And she was like, "Not you, not you."
Well, this is
said
what
she'll never do it again because of that one individual. Uchawala was that funky.
Well, Jayla, this is what Jayla had to say in her interview that got Rolly started up. let's roll.
To me, Rolly is not a baddie, and the reason why I say that is because Rolly picks and chooses her battles. I mean,
she said that on the thing. She said it.
But when other people pick and choose their battles,
she got a whole problem.
She got a whole problem
yes,
with it.
ma'am.
Clock, you know what I'm saying? That bitch is a motherfucking bully, and she got a lot of negativity and hate in her heart. She is a fat, insecure bitch on the inside. I don't care how many surgeries she's had. I don't care how much weight she lost. That insecure shit is embedded in her. When that hoe came out onto that balcony and she hit Slim, and you seen the look in her eyes when she hit her, you seen the devil in that whole eyes. That bitch is evil. And she might call people out, and she might say this or she might say that. And you know what? I don't even really got no real issue with Rolly or not. I'm just calling a spade a spade. She's very insecure, and she's not a girl's girl. She came for Natalie every single chance that she got while we was filming to try to make it seem like Natalie wasn't a good EP, or Natalie wasn't a good boss, or Natalie wasn't a good friend. Only time she really cozied up under Natalie was when me and Natalie had an issue towards the end of the season. And then it was like, okay, let's go laugh at Jayla and let's go have a moment. But if you think about it, anytime before then, she was always trying to correct Natalie or tell Natalie how she wasn't doing her job the right motherfucking way. But the moment Natalie fell out with her friend, you use that as an opportunity to cozy up under Natalie and try to get closer to her in a moment of weakness. I see everything for exactly what the it is. Trust me.
Clock it.
Hey, her the fuck up.
I mean, listen, at the end of the day, that is not an uncommon thing.
Yeah.
It's not. But she did not say anything wrong because that's what we saw. Now, let me tell you something. I did go watch the last 2 episodes to kind of bring myself up to speed before the reunion happened. And I saw when the fallout came through. But I also know, and I'm going to clock it myself. Jayla was a different Jayla this season, and I did not like the Jayla that we were getting.
She became a mean bald-head girl.
Yes, she did.
She looked like a mean giraffe.
To be honest, it all started last season with the whole her and Biggie thing with the slapping. And I started seeing Natalie scheming on her from then. So it's like, yeah, she is a different person, but I feel like edited her different too this season.
Yeah, absolutely. I would agree. I feel like she was clocking the T, but I still want to know who's coochie. I'm just saying. I just want to know. People eating coochies and that Zeus Network. Listen, and that's not the first time that they've said that. They've said this on numerous occasions. And to be really honest with you, this ain't the first time Rolly said it.
Nope.
About somebody else.
That's what they do. They go to Dubai and they eat coochie. It's the 2 things
they get shitted on too. Y'all don't okay, they use you as a human toilet there. Okay, don't do it.
You got very vulgar for a second. I got scared.
It scares me. Dubai scares me, Mom. Dubai scares me. Don't go there.
I don't have any plans to. Ooh, Coco Tanya said Rolly is a swinger too. Oh,
How you know?
Yeah, remember she said it on Auntie.
She said it.
Mm-hmm. I still got Dookie Dubai on my mind. Got it.
So if she eat coochie, why she chastising other people for eating coochie?
I mean, if you eat coochie, you eat coochie.
This is what I'm saying.
She ate coochie for a job, and Rolly just eat coochie. Like, I think it's more like you fake being bi, like you fake bisexual. Like, what?
No. But if you're gonna eat coochie, be the best coochie eater that you can be.
I that was my rule, yes.
Hell, I'm a big house. How would you
Why do you like this?
Y'all could tell who my woman is because she giggled when I said it. Hey, babe.
Hey, Bookie.
Oh, Lord. Well, here is the coup de grace of it all, which I'm going to say this. I'm just going to say it out loud, and I'm just going to be real about how I feel. I'm mad that Zeus did not put out more clips than what they put out. It's like they trying to hide the season. They trying to hide what we've already seen, but that's okay, because if y'all follow me on the TikToker, I'm going to take screenshots and I'm going to talk about it. Okay, I'm going to talk about it because we need real information out here. I'm going to give y'all a little preview of it, but last night was part 1 of Baddies Reunion. Okay, and let me just tell you right now, I hate Baddies. I hate everything that Baddies stands for. But there's something about it that when you start watching it, you become invested, okay? You become invested in what's going on, even though none of it makes any sense at all to you, because I did not understand none of the fights that were going on. I did not understand plot twists, storylines, no, none of that. But what I did understand and get a full understanding of is everything that the new girls were told not to do, the OGs were doing. They were jumping, they were sneaking, they were teaming up, they were tag teaming, they were doing all kinds of foolery. Now, Mel and Ivory, we don't have anything on this, but I promise y'all that I will sit and I will do, like I said, screenshots and give y'all this commentary again over on the TikTok, and I might share it here. I don't know. But anyway, it's definitely going on TikTok. Mel was in the dressing room on the other side, and Ivory was in the dressing room. And apparently, Mel was brought there to fight, to get her lick back. And I guess it was for Ivory throwing the pee on her. But the more I saw Mel, I don't agree to bodily fluids being thrown or spitting or any of that stuff. I don't agree with it. But I don't like Mel energy. Just from from her popping up on the scene at the luau dinner on the second to last episode, popping up, like, what was you there for? You followed Ivory. You allowed Zeus to bring you all the way to Hawaii to just show up so that you could fight Ivory. It's giving very much the network is setting these girls up, in my opinion. Okay,
Yes.
just like we saw them doing with Chrisean, we're seeing them do with other people.
Yes.
I got a question, honey. Wait a second, y'all. Y'all know Mary Jane. It'll make you forget real quick. Did you just say somebody threw urine?
Yes.
It was a urine bomb, Dre. It was a urine bomb.
Oh no!
What actually happened is when they were on Now That's TV, they were in the same house together. Mel and Ivory was actually cool at the beginning, and then they started beefing because of who they had alliances with, whatever. Ivory waited until Mel went to sleep, pissed in a cup, and threw it on her in her sleep. It wasn't a piss bomb. It wasn't
rewrote around this mother. Life would have been rewrote.
She didn't really get to get Ivory on Now That's TV. They fought. Mel actually got the best of Ivory. She blacked up Ivory's eye, so they didn't really get to get it off. But when the reunion first happened, Mel did come on and did a live, and she was crying and stuff, saying that Zeus did set her up. So you're right on track.
Right, I would have sued. I'm sorry. I'm suing. Ain't no.
Well, the P thing happened on Now That's TV, Dre. I'm sorry to cut you off. The P thing happened on Now That's TV, and that's why I don't like Now That's TV, because Now That's TV is ghetto as hell.
Yeah, see, I just said something about doing it on this season too. She made a comment about it, and I think Natalie went up to her because she's like, we ain't doing that. But Henny, take the chat when you get a chance.
Do what?
I said check the chat when you get a chance, please.
But it's bad enough that everybody on Baddies is llamas. They always spitting on each other. So I don't think let me tell you something. You will not spit on me or put your pee on me or your feces. I'm not. You ain't giving me no bumps.
I'm in caps because I'm on the computer. I don't agree with bodily fluids at all. I feel like anybody that throws bodily fluids, spits, it's just disgusting. I get it that there's no bars and there's no rules when it comes down to street fighting. But you're not about to. You're not about to. You're not about to. You are not about to.
Yeah, I don't get down with no bodily fluids. I don't know. I feel like if you real, you shouldn't be doing that. No, because that's really gonna get me to fuck your ass up. Like,
You threw pee on me?
spit on me?
You spit on me?
Mm-hmm.
You spit on me? It's gonna no. It would take Jesus himself to come and get me off of you, and I know he ain't leaving heaven for you. So therefore, it's just gonna be me, you, and the washing machine, and the misunderstanding.
Why the washing machine though?
I need something to slam you up against to make sure your head works.
Okay, but you could go to the fridge.
Whatever I can come in contact with, whatever furniture item in the house is available at my disposal, I'm gonna hit her with it. Or him, whoever. You ain't nobody gonna throw feces or
Yeah. Hey, Shelly.
anything on me. Huh?
Oh no, I was talking to the neighbor.
Oh, okay. Well, we and her, I promise you, I just start swinging like Shanae, so the whole world won't be like I beat up a girl. But she threw pee on me and she spit on me. There's no way in the world. Erica Mena got fired for less.
Right. At the end of the day, guys.
Oh wait, Hitty, did you see Natalie in Africa?
No, I have not seen Natalie in Africa. I need to, but
she was over there cutting up, making fun of their language.
She was also hanging out with her ancestors. There was like a rhino there, and an elephant, and a giraffe and ish. So she was hanging out with her ancestors. Her
Yes.
shit.
She goes, I'm the boss. I would never. South Africa. Da. She was being very racist. Very, very racist. That lady, I don't like her. Natalie, nope. I don't like you, girl. You need to go shave your chin down a whole foot long and then let it grow back. Your chin got a growth spurt.
What?
Mm-hmm. She did. She shaves it down and it grows back. I don't know. I've never seen a chin like that before.
It's not that. She edits her photos, Dre.
Mm.
Yeah. You can
Sometimes
see
it looks long, sometimes it looks short.
Yeah.
Well, maybe her chin is like Pinocchio's nose. It gets longer every time she bees a bitch.
Every time she lies and every time she be racist, her chin grows longer and longer.
Okay,
and
but if that was the case, she would do it. It would grow all the time if that was the case.
She just looked like some saggy alcohol skin.
Oh Lord.
Natalie has always had bad skin, guys.
This is a true statement. She is a friend of Black 100s.
Okay.
She got
in their face.
Yeah.
No, she just saggy skin. She says she 40 something. If she is, it makes she's a hard 40 something or 30 something. Hard, heavy on the hard.
Not gonna
I'll
lie,
just say she look every bit of 42. The titties show her true age.
Her titties look like Casamigos.
Well, speaking of, now y'all are bringing me. Okay, wait, no, we got to finish with Mel and Ivory because we just went into Natalie, but we got to finish with Mel and Ivory. So they were saying that Mel ran, but she didn't run technically, but she technically did run because Mel was like, "Nope, I'm not doing this." She decided that Zeus was setting her up. She left, got in the black truck, and she bounced. Okay, but what had happened was Natalie went in there to go talk to her and try to tell her that they wasn't gonna let nothing happen to her. But when Mel was walking down them stairs with Natalie and security, Ivory was standing at the bottom of the stairs waiting for her. And so Mel was like, "Oh, look who's at the bottom of the stairs." So they definitely was going to have Ivory run up on her in the parking lot. When have we ever known baddies to have parking lot pimping going on and fights going down in the parking lot? Not never. So I think Mel did the right thing by getting up out of Dodge.
You said they were pimping in the lot? They were pimping in the lot?
Well, they had fights going to the Sprinters before, but not in.
Yeah, they don't really hang out in the parking lot.
Yes, they did. Tommy and Natalie had a fight. Tommy and Natalie had a fight in the parking lot.
Oh yeah, that yeah.
Sun Girl made Biggie run in the parking lot.
No, she was.
That was a parking
Yeah,
lot.
it was a parking lot. Yeah, it was a parking lot. It was a parking lot. It was like a hotel parking lot area.
But I mean, come outside waiting in
Yeah,
the
no,
My
they
thing
didn't.
is that listen, that shit did not look good. That didn't look good. You sitting here telling me that it's cool. I can come out. Nothing's gonna happen to me. And then when I open the door, homegirl standing here. The way Mel looked at her was like, for real?
Well, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. They was trying to play Mel from jump.
Oh yeah.
Because they didn't want to give Mel no money like that to go on the show first to even go to Hawaii. So they was trying to play Mel from the jump. So I mean, I feel sorry that Ivy threw the pee on you, but girl, you put yourself in that situation because once they would have played in my face with my money, I wasn't going.
That part. So then now let's get to that's my neighbor. They're here shooting squirrels and iguanas in the backyard. Shh.
I got a question. Are we going to Natalie?
Yes, we are. We're going to Natalie right now.
Hey, I got a question. Why is she the only one that can eat?
What? Are you going back to her and Scotty?
Her and Scotty, her, and then we seen Jaden sneaking eating that 7-Eleven pizza behind the stage, and she was eating it like that was her last bite since the Last Supper. And we seen these people like they don't get to eat on this show. They could never.
Yeah, they don't do that. They give them alcohol the whole entire time with no food.
Right. So why she get to eat McDonald's? She was eating 5 burgers. How she get to eat 5 burgers and 5 shakes and she still got her side?
I will say at the reunion, they did have a little setup out there with a buffet.
Dre, are you talking about her story that she recently had?
No, she was in Africa ordering 5 burgers with cheese and nothing else on it for herself. And she ordered herself 5 different shakes and a soda, but the soda machine and the ice cream machine was broke. So she was really pissed. I'm going to buy it.
Okay, you know what? I can't do this. I have to right now use this. I have to, because there's no way that I could really give y'all the full on of everything that went down without giving y'all the visuals to go along with it. Y'all have to see this. I have to just pause. As we go along, because, okay, please don't come and strike our channel. First of all, let me just do this so that, here we go. Oh, wow. I told my mom I saw something out here and she said it might have been iguana. That's a huge one. Thank you, Shelly.
All right. Thank you.
So, where am I? We're going to put the watermark up.
They're not scared of iguanas out there?
If y'all would have seen how big that damn iguana was, I'm glad he came over here and got him. It was huge.
They eat iguanas in Guyana, so my family would have that kid and bring it over here. They would have skinned that and made some curry out of him.
Okay, we're just going to do that. So we're going to pause and we're going to use visuals. And we're going to do it like this, okay? We're going to do it like this. This is how we are going to do this, okay? I have to, because there's no way y'all are going to get the full effect. Okay.
Was that little Kim in the mirror?
So now I can't remember everybody's name, but this is Ivory. I think this is Jasmine, right? This is Jazz Poppington.
Yeah, that's Jazz. Sorry.
Okay, and then this is
Jazz and Pretty P.
So now, Pretty P up here. First of all, let me just say this, and I'm sorry, but they was looking like somebody's aunties. Okay, they were looking like somebody's aunties. I don't like this outfit. It's pleather with fake fur and cheetah print and old auntie shoes. Ivory's shape is not the shape for this dress. The dress is nice. Pretty P looked very coordinated, but yeah, no. Okay, no, we're not gonna go there. Okay, let's go here. No, where was we? Okay, y'all gotta see this. This was Anna's hair.
What the hell is that little? What is that?
Looking like she was on the Hunger Games.
First of all, her outfit looked like she was going to a damn interview, a job interview. I was like, what the hell has she got on?
She looked like she had on one big old stocking.
She looked like somebody dumped water on her forehead.
Okay, I'm trying to see if we can get to where we could see all of La Biggie's outfit. But I guess we're not, because Biggie looked bad, y'all. Biggie looked bad. Biggie had on some sweater type, something or another. I'm going to show y'all the outfits. Okay?
Not for
Biggie had
nothing.
on
I ain't
some
like.
sweater, blouse type of combination, right? But she had on ties as a dress, as a skirt. And then she had on these stockings with these ruffle socks and these high heel patent leather shoes. Horrible, 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 horrible.
Not for nothing. All her looks this season has been horrible. All the confessional looks, everything.
And this is where they was talking about what they was going to do. But the crazy part about all of this is, Jayla is in there, okay? And Jayla's, they talking about this is the befores, okay? This is the befores. Jayla looked cute here or whatever, but I don't know. Jayla just rubbed me the wrong damn way. Okay, she became a mean girl for real. Of course, we know what happens when everybody starts talking about what they're going to do to everybody. Now, Rolly went in here to go talk to Lex, Summer, and Bad Dolly, right? While they sitting in there and they having this conversation, giggity, what's her name? The Quagmire girl.
Emma.
And her sidekick come running up in there, and baby, they get the thumping. And this is the behind the scenes. Now, this is Lex right here. If you don't know, Lex got on boxing gloves as a bra and some boxer shorts with a child. Listen, it was a mess. Summer jumped up immediately. Summer, Bad Dolly, they got up and they were bloop, 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 bloop. Now, if you know anything, you know Summer cannot fight. But Summer will always fight. She will not shut up. She will get beat down to the ground, have speed knots and blood coming from her mouth, and she's still going to be ready to go and still talking. She don't care.
Yeah, Summer is literally a chihuahua. Like, she can't fight, but she just wants to fight.
Nah, because I got to give it to Summer. Summer whooped Anna's ass.
Oh, yeah.
In that restaurant. Yeah. Whooped her ass. I could say definitely twice. That third time, I'm not really too sure who got who, but she was giving the business to Anna, and they in the same weight class. Summer gets active for real. Very quickly. As y'all know, her and Rolly got into it during the auditions, and they were apologizing to each other and all of that stuff, having a really good kumbaya moment, right? And of course, we had Janisha and we had Saucy. They were going to be the host, right? And Saucy was like, no injury reserve, no this, no that. Y'all came to fight. Y'all gonna fight. I don't know if Saucy had that same outfit on last reunion or not, but it sure seemed like it. All right. So now this is what we talking about. Natalie goes in here to go talk to Mel. Can y'all see that little screen? This was Natalie's performance outfit.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about with the long titties.
Yeah, I can't show that. So now this is Mel telling her, like, I'm being set up. I don't even want to do this right now. And as she's telling Natalie this and she going down the stairs, Ivory is down there waiting for her. So she knows that it's a setup. This is what I was talking about right here. Okay, I can't show that. So she's just like, I ain't about to let y'all set me up. I'm about to go. And she hops herself up in that black truck and she zooms on up out of there. Now, of course, you had Bobby Lights who was there. Janisha came and she ate down. I'm sorry, Janisha. Okay, there go Bobby. Janisha, I liked everything except for Janisha's hair.
Like, why she always go with the mullet?
I didn't like her hair either. I felt like you either do the finger waves or do long hair. You're confusing me. Stop it. Look like a mullet. Looks like a mullet.
That's a very Caribbean style.
You like
very
that?
Caribbean. Huh?
Lady Scorpio T said, I don't like Summer because of her mouth, but F's with Summer because she doesn't back down, and I F's with the fact that she fights. Right, win, lose, or draw, she's gonna fight. Yes, definitely. It was giving mullet. Okay, with this outfit, I feel like if we were gonna go here, we should have did a big hair, or like something classic, like with a bang and a bun, or something along that effect. Like, but I didn't care for the hair. But Janisha eats down every time she comes to the reunion. Now, Natalie did a performance. I have to skip over it. I did not like the performance at all. It was like a quick little 2-second 1-2 1-2, and I can't show her outfit, but the outfit was horrendous. Now, as they started coming out, of course, you know, Scotty, Tasiki, all of them, they came out. But when DTB came out, this is what happened. And I want the same. Wait a minute. I gotta. Oh, we didn't talk about it. She popped the crap out of Natalie.
Well, hey.
They were not letting Natalie get to DTB. But at some point, they opened it up and the two of them squared off. And from what I was seeing, it looked like DTB was clocking Natalie. Look, boom, 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 boom. I just see like little silver handbands swinging.
The funny thing is, she's the third person to slap Natalie, but the first person to actually fight her.
Yeah. Natalie got upset. Natalie did not want DTB back on the set with her. She was trying to fire her, saying, "Don't bring her back on my set, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, woodle, 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 woodle. Get her out of here," all of that. Look at DTB. Unbothered.
Wait, I thought Rolly fought Natalie in Baddies South.
Did she?
No, she just slapped her.
Well, she blacked her eye. I know that.
I don't remember her blacking her eye. I just remember Rolly slapping her. They didn't fight.
So Jayla and Rolly was talking about the stuff that was happening with them, with the whole incident with the BB with Tommy, and apparently that's where they had issue at with one another. But baby, when I tell you, okay, here go everybody. All right, there's everybody. I don't know what the hell these shoes are that Anna has on. Scotty got her shoes off. Rolly is ready to rumble. I don't know why Biggie has on fight attire. She's not gonna fight. Tasiki has on combat boots, booty shorts, and a jacket. Jayla has on sneakers. Natalie got on sneakers. It's giving that you can't even have a sit-down conversation on Baddies anymore. You can't get glammed up to come to Baddies anymore. You have to be fight ready. And at this point, I'm just saying, even that long ponytail of Tasiki's, that's a target. That's something that can be used against you. I feel like everybody should just come with their OG Bobby Johnson slickbacks, t-shirts, sweatpants, and sneakers on. No rings, no boots, no nothing that could be used as a weapon. And just be ready to rumble, because they don't never get any conversations out. They never resolve any conflict. There's no conflict resolution nowhere. The highlight for me of the reunion was Tinkerbella, and I don't think I could get Tinkerbella came out and she's pregnant. And not only is she pregnant, she's saying that the set was set for her because she's having a baby girl. So this was her announcement about her coming out and being pregnant. I'm happy for her and I'm loving this, but the low point for me, Cruella the Chin sat back as Diamond came out, and she did not get up to fight Diamond. Instead, oh wait, we went too far. Rolly got up to fight Diamond in Natalie's honor. Y'all, that was a lot, but what y'all got to say about all of this that's going on?
They look like Looney Tunes for women. They look like some hungry, drunk Looney Tunes that went back into their auntie closet and got dressed. It looks a mess. I don't get the definition of a baddie. I thought a baddie went to work. She was an upscale woman. You know, she held herself to high standards. She didn't degrade herself for nobody or for nothing. This right here is some project chicks.
Yeah.
That's what it should be called, project chicks. Because these ain't no baddies.
Well, before we do close it out, really quickly, how was your day? Let me bring this back up to the stage. Jaden Alexis. Jaden Alexis jumps in Ivory fight. But she jumps in and sets her sights on Summer. So now her and Pretty P are trying to jump Summer. Lex and Ivory are right here. Oh, I'm not showing y'all. Let me go over here and let me show y'all. This is Lex and Ivory fighting. This is Summer. And I guess Summer was getting ready to try to jump in. So now here comes Jaden and here comes Pretty P to jump on Summer.
Okay, so I got a question. As
and
I'm looking
Miss
at
Bad
this
Dolly
picture,
standing in the back. Sorry, go ahead.
I was about to ask you that. Like, ain't Bad Dolly part of the whole Lex Summer crew? Why is she standing back there?
Well, we don't
Very
know what
confusing.
happened. We don't know if it actually turned into Bad Dolly jumping in now, because me personally, I feel like this. I feel like Jaden and Pretty P jumping in to jump on Summer now makes it a 3-on-3. Grab somebody, Dolly, do your big one.
Agreed. Definitely agreed. And Jaden, why you ain't jump on Biggie? She told you ain't even look like it was your birthday. You should have beat her up for that.
Because they made up on top of the mountain in Honolulu or Waikiki or wherever they was in Hawaii.
I still would have snuffed her.
Jada can't fight. That's why she had to jump in. She better not ever have to go back on that show again. Now they got some women that they know of blues that can come on that show and make Jaden life a living hell.
They're not gonna she's not on the new cast for Africa. She's not. Why do y'all keep doing that? Like, how many times do I have to tell y'all she is part of the one hit wonder crew? Clarissa and her one hit wonder crew is not getting no more seasons on nothing. Nothing.
I
If
could
Blue
agree with
doesn't
you
come up
there.
and get his own show for them to be on it, they're not gonna do anything. Anything. And I'm kind of sad about Callie because I would have rather saw Callie on this season than Jaden.
Me too. I liked Callie on it, but they didn't really give her a chance because her fighting Natalie.
But how was that humanly possible?
Oh, wait a minute. You said nobody fought Natalie. Yeah. Callie fought Natalie.
And then Natalie tried to have Callie jump, and they had to put her in the bathroom.
But that was her mama fault. Her mama told her to go in there and take over. Oh, remember, y'all forgot all them lives that Carpissy was doing before that? Yeah, my daughter coming for you, Natalie. Da da da. Your mama made you not have the success that you were supposed to have. That and hanging out with Gretchen.
I think Carlissa's doing that to all her children. and including the long neck giraffe boy that's in jail by the name of Lucifer. She doing it to you too, sir. I don't know if you see it or not, or none of y'all see it or not, but she's gonna be the reason why y'all not famous no more, and ain't nobody talking about y'all, because she gonna do y'all just how she did her career. This is why she was an extra.
Because right after Sally did that, Carlissa comes on. I told you don't mess with the boss. That ain't what you said.
Nope, sure
That is
not.
not what you said.
Bald head Carmen.
Listen. At one point, they're gonna have to just come off of the Lulu Avenue and step back onto reality lane and see that it's no comp. Like, it's everybody wants to be somebody that they're not, and everybody needs to just stick in their lane. Like, instead of trying to go at Natalie, maybe Callie should have promoted her music more, because Callie has good music.
Yeah.
Instead of you going on the show trying to be in a lane that you're not in, Jaden, because you're not fun. Like, people don't jump in your lives and have fun and will stay in there for 3 hours. Like, you're not that type of person, but you wanted to go on a reality show and you can't fight on top of that. You did not make a good impression on us. You
But you
did
know
it.
what? The thing about it is, I have to agree with Diamond when she said, well, Natalie is a part of the cast. So Natalie not being touched, no. If she wants to be a part of the cast, then she gets touched too. She gets down in the paint as well. I have to agree with that. If you don't want to be treated like cast, if you want to have this I'm above type of mentality, then you should just sit back like the rest of the EPs do. We don't see Lemmy out here getting in the paint with nobody. Lemmy is behind the scenes making his money.
He got in the paint with Ray J. What you talking about?
Yeah, he was getting in the paint with Natalie too.
Show getting in the paint with nobody though.
Oh, okay, on the show, because I was gonna say
Yeah, he's not on a show. Natalie is on the show as cast, and she's an EP. So if she's gonna be on a show as cast, then you get what cast gets. She's not above it. I mean, that's just me.
the way he came out shaking his neck and waving his hands over the last month, he need to be on the cast.
Well, I don't know if Natalie will ever give up that position. Like, I don't even know if Lemmy will ever take it from her, because you saw what happened like 2 weeks ago between her and Lemmy. 1 minute she's popping mad crap about him. The next minute he's buying her a bag in Louis. I don't know what is their relationship, but I don't think that she's gonna be in the background anytime soon. They're gonna keep letting her do what she wants to do until they find somebody to replace her.
Well, she's starting her own network.
I think that's gonna be GTB.
To replace Natalie?
She's boring.
I wouldn't
because like the way GTB's been doing, she's getting away with everything, and that's what's pissing Natalie off.
Yeah, but I don't think she has EP. Like, she's a good star. She's like a good protagonist on the show, but I don't know about the EP part.
I mean, Natalie's not a good EP either, though.
Yeah, I have to agree. I don't see Natalie is not a good EP. She's a bad EP. Like, even when it came down to Dolly having her seizure, why is Summer and Lex at the hospital with her and not somebody from the show? Why is Cass there and why are you not there?
Well, that brings me back to Smiley and her episode and how they treated her. Natalie don't care about nobody, none of them, not even the ones she called her besties or anything. Because look how she did Scotty and Jayla dirty. And her and Rolly is always friends, not friends, friends, not friends. now all of a sudden you and Rolly are cool eating oysters and stuff. Like Natalie, I don't think she has any kind of feelings for anybody else.
I don't think she needs to be the EP. If Lemmy's gonna be it, just go ahead and do it, or get somebody who's not on, like somebody that holds themselves with what is the word I'm looking? Huh?
Couth?
Yes. And they need someone. What's the one girl? Was her name Tanisha or something with a T?
Yes, Tanisha. I would
Why,
love
why can't she
to
help? Why
come
can't she
back,
be
but
the EP? Right.
Tanisha is an EP, ain't she? Or she used to be. She used to be
Yeah, she
down in
used to be.
Detroit.
Yeah, but she couldn't do it because she got too much umph to her. She too much of a real woman. They want somebody that's gonna degrade themselves, and it ain't even your show allegedly. Oh,
No,
these
it
people.
ain't no allegedly to that. She does not own Baddies. She doesn't even own Baddie Shot O'Clock. Zeus Network owns that.
Oh well, you don't even own the show. Like,
Mm-mm.
come on, everybody working for somebody else, and you out here making a mockery of yourself. Just looking old, saggy, and wore out. Let me curl, look like it's curling the other way. He needs to go grab Lua just for me too. You know, and you know, I don't know, Henny. I just this ain't it.
No, it's not it. And I agree
Mm-mm.
with you. But we'll be tuned in. We will be tuned in again next week for the reunion. I kind of feel like I almost want to wait until it's over because I just feel like I don't know. It just it's not it just doesn't give for me the way that it should be. I don't know. Maybe it's just me because I still hold a bias and I still be looking and I'll be like, that would have never happened if Chrisean was there. Chrisean would never. I can't help myself. I don't want her back on Baddies because I don't think that that's a good look for her. But if she chooses to go, she chooses to go. Like that's her life. She's going to do what she deems best for her. Like we don't have a say in that. But this would have never happened if Chrisean was there. There, I said it.
Yeah, they would
A
have been
lot,
at bigger venues and everything if she was there. But seeing to the fact that she's not, they back to the Pop Tart charts.
a lot would have happened if Krishan was there from the last 3 seasons. A lot would have happened. Some of the girls that got a second season wouldn't have been there. It would have been it would have really been different, totally different because no matter what, Krishan calls you out, whether she cool with you or not. And I think that it was a lack of accountability for the last 3 seasons. And plus it was a lot of fake beefs. So I don't know. It was like
Yeah,
they were trying to make up what was missing from Krishan. And they had to make it up.
you right. Because Jayla said you could, because we was talking shit. Krishan said, "No, I wasn't talking shit." She said, "Well, I was talking shit."
Yeah. That's one thing. Krishan don't care. Like you, don't like you. I'm gonna say exactly how it is. If you was wrong, you was wrong. If you was right, you was right. You want to fight, we could fight. That's what it was. And to be honest, it's Zeus' fault. Yeah, they're too scheming. Y'all should have just did what you promised Krishan in the first place. It should have been a baby shower, should have been one big happy family. Y'all should have kept her safe. And y'all should have not let her sister do what she did. But
Yeah.
y'all thought y'all was doing a thing and it backfired on you because okay, Latifah grew a little bigger following, but every season she's been on, you have nothing but negative comments about her. She's boring. She don't say nothing. She's just taking up space. She has no personality. So
Oh, there was something that was asked during the reunion as well, and the crowd called Tasiki out. I don't remember what it was. Do y'all?
Said, who are y'all tired of?
Yes, and they said Tasiki loud as day.
That's so bully mentality. If you're gonna get rid of somebody, get rid of them. Why do you got to go through the whole episode of bashing them, having them blackballed online, having people come after them, having people come after their kids, talking crap? Why can't you just let them go? Because me personally, I feel if you feel you made them, make another one.
That part.
It's just that simple. Real people from real networks that got real money, got real long money, they wouldn't give a damn if it was Chris Rock himself. Go on ahead, we gonna make another one.
That part.
They don't have time to bash you online, ridicule your every move, make sure you don't get shows, make sure people talking about you, because we can't do this without you.
Right.
If you can't do it without them, act like it. Some damn respect on people's names. Sorry, Henny, but just the truth. Put some
No, you're
respect on
good.
people's names. Little man. Everybody little. His brother little, he little, everybody little. They're just little people. Mm-hmm.
Well, everybody, what are the final thoughts for the day?
I'll go first because my phone might cut off. It's overheating. But homeboy that did the art, you need to get your business better before you come out. Well, before you allow your mama and your sister to talk about your business practices, you need to learn how to do business first because obviously you don't know how to do business. Um, Everything in those text messages are already a written contract. So your mama and your sister is wasting time talking about lawyers. You're gonna spend more money trying to get the $300 than the $300 or $350, whatever. Um, your sister needing to mind her business. And if you don't like Chrisean, that's your business homegirl, but keep that over there. Don't throw her in something that we obviously see that she has nothing to do with it. I don't know if y'all 6 women really went into space. I know y'all went far up in the sky, but I don't know if y'all really went all the way into space.
I'm sorry.
So I'm waiting on some pics and some videos to confirm that that's where y'all went. I love all the booty shaking. Shake y'all butts, girls. Little booties matter. Big booties matter. Medium booties matter. Just shake it. If you got it, shake it. Blue, stop stalking everybody. Like, leave us alone. She left you alone. Leave us alone. You following, unfollowing, following, unfollowing. You ain't doing nothing. You ain't even go viral. And tell your mama be quiet because she ain't go viral neither. Y'all so dry that content from last week that Chrisean put out went viral yesterday. That's how dry y'all are. Chin Chin, either get in the paint or go sit in the back.
That part.
Mel, like I said, as soon as they started playing in your face with that money, you should have called it off. You should have called it off. I agree with Henny. Y'all stop coming. This is not Married to Medicine, not even Love and Hip Hop reunion. Y'all can't get cute and come out because y'all always get y'all wig snatched off. Somebody boobies is always showing. And can y'all please start wearing drawers when y'all go public places? Nobody want to see all of that.
Wait, who we talking about?
Oh, I'm kind of skipping a little forward because I seen some clips from next week's. But y'all gonna see somebody cootie cat gonna be all the way out. But just wear underwear when you're going in. Well, if you know you're gonna fight, wear underwear. That's all I'm gonna say. Yeah. Who else did we talk about?
Ari.
I don't feel like talking about Jaden. Yeah, whatever, Jaden.
Ari, the baby mamas.
Oh, yes. Okay, so now I am gonna talk about Jaden. Jaden, you need to learn. Call Ari. Call Ari because Ari is in the position that you're in. Ari was cheated on while she was pregnant. Ari went through a lot of things behind Tiana. Well, you wasn't cheated on when you was pregnant, but similar situation, not the same, but you need somebody that's been through something to actually been through something and came out on a positive note to actually give you advice. Your mother-in-law is very bitter, very angry, very selfish, very narcissistic. And for the sake of your daughter, I really feel like you need to break away from Carlissa and go find yourself and teach your daughter the right way. Because Carlissa, if that's who you're taking your cues from, she's not the right person to teach you or your child to be a better woman, because Carlissa acts like a little girl. She still wants to be a teenager. She wants to be y'all age. So just take a lesson. And Ari and Tiana, that's what I call some grown woman things right there. Y'all came together. No matter what happened in the past, y'all let it go. Y'all both moved on, and y'all are doing it for the kids. And I love to see Yosan with his little brother and sister. And young man, YM, I commend your mother and your father for raising you to be that way, and whoever bonus parents you have on the outside, your grandmother and all of them, because at 7 years old, you have more sense than some of these grown men out here. That's it.
Okay. Who's next? Kristen?
Sorry. I agree with Poppington with that. The family, they jumped the gun, and like we said before, they really hurt his business. And honestly, my advice to them is to get the brother out here, maybe speak an apology for jumping the gun and say, I'm just going to let the legal matters go how they may. I shouldn't have, just do something to kind of do some damage control, because you look bad right now, for real. 1 second. As far as baddies, honestly, I was disappointed with the reunion. I don't know, it was just fighting, not a whole lot of context, and when they actually did try to have dialogue, they cut the scene real fast and was like, okay, bring out someone else. So it's given that that's the only thing that they really want on there, so just rename it and call it Fight Club at this point, for real. Trying to think of what else we talked about. Zeus, I look forward to seeing the documentary on y'all, Surviving Zeus. It's going to be coming out soon, y'all, real soon. Lemmy, go ahead and get your baddie chain, girl, and get on the cast, because you giving real sassy. Not a lie. Quit worrying about your chin and get a breast lift, because them titties was hanging down to your knees. Don't wear that outfit ever again in your life, because my mouth was wide open the whole time you was walking around, and them things were swinging like some damn bell hooks. And I agree with Poppington on that. Jaden needs to take some lessons from Ari and them, because at the end of the day, these kids are going to meet in school. They're going to meet in something is going to happen, and they're going to meet, and then they're going to be real pissed off and wondering why their mama kept them from their siblings. They're going to wonder that eventually, and you're telling them now, oh, they don't have a brother, but clearly they're old enough to get online, or Javon is, and see he's got a brother. So at the end of the day, he already seems like he resents you. And then you got Carlissa saying no telling what in front of them kids. Like, you just need to get a handle on it. And I think that's it.
Well, who else? Is Goddess up here, or did she drop?
She dropped.
Well, I don't believe that everybody went out into space, that they said went out into space. I don't know. I need more proof. You need more people. I don't believe you. Selena, the girl from Two Ways with Erica Mena. Child, you got your lick back by sleeping with Safari. Girl, you better duck, run for cover, because Erica gonna be outside your house next with a ladder.
Yeah.
But She gave a good story time. I mean, there was a lot in there to digest and process, but she confirmed a lot of what we've already heard from other people about the Zeus security and different things that equate to people being assaulted or mistreated. We're starting to hear this a lot, and it's making me question how long before Zeus Network ends up finding themselves. They've already had little lawsuits here and there, but how long before it actually becomes a big lawsuit and something happens? I'm not wishing it, but I'm just saying you can't keep having all of these accusations of weird stuff going on, and nothing come to the surface. I do commend the baby mamas on their uniting and coming together as one for the children, being able to share birthdays together. Those are the things that build bonds and create memories, and all siblings deserve to have bonds and memories together. The beefs of the adults have nothing to do with that, and outside influences should not ever dictate how a child has a relationship with the sibling. Let's see, what else did we talk about? Oh, Coachella, the girl power was there. It was on point. Definitely here for it. The performances were all amazing. Nobody seemed to give lackluster, half-assed, half-cocked performances. They came with their A game. So salute to all of the ladies that did go out there and do their big ones. Let's see, what else did we talk about? Bravo and Jaden out together. I mean, I know Bravo was touring with her at one point in time. Don't know if she's back out or if this is just baddie promoting that she has to do. But if it's to be petty, then we see you being petty with Sadie. Shady Sadie, you've been really quiet. Like, what's going on, girl? Let's see. What else? Rolly and Jayla. I feel like Rolly and Jayla, y'all never really had a friendship to begin with because it was so easily unraveled. I know that this is going to be the storyline for these two. Is Jayla there in Africa? Jayla's not there in Africa.
No, Jayla's not.
So it won't be a storyline. But I feel like this is going to keep Jayla relevant. Maybe she'll be returning when they come to the States. I don't know. Maybe she'll pop up surprise guest. Who knows? I don't know. But one thing I will say is, Jayla, you came on the show and you were yourself, but this season you gave a bit of Mean Girl. And it's not just me that's seeing it. A lot of people saw it. I feel like maybe sometimes doing too much of toxic things begins to affect you. I really hope that this is not a new persona that she's taking on and she actually gets back to the Jayla that we know and love. Chrisean in the cover art. Keep Chrisean's name out of the chat. She has nothing to do with this. She was just a feature artist. I mean, if this was Diddy and Jay-Z and it was Jay-Z's song and Diddy was featured on it, would you be going after Diddy? No. So why are we doing this? I feel like because of the clout that is attached to, and they know that if it's anything scandalous or salacious that has anything to do with Chrisean, it gets numbers, it goes viral, and people are all into it because it's her. It feeds the hate train narrative. I still question which side of the fence are you on, sister, because one second you say she didn't have nothing to do with it, but then in the next sentence you're saying she did. You're calling her out her name, you're involving her name in all of this as you go on, and just keep her name out of the chat. You really did something horrible for your brother because he could have been used. And you don't know who else they could have recommended him to. But now with you getting involved, I feel like you've tainted him, or at least put a damper on his progress, because people are going to be leery with working with him. Let's see. Baddies, a mess. The end.
You forgot about Dre.
Oh, Dre, I thought you went. Go ahead, Dre.
I'm starting to feel like Carlissa Dre now. Y'all treating me like Carlissa Dre. What I do?
No, don't do that, Dre.
I'm sorry. Well, my final thoughts is to lend me the Smurfs. Well, to the plumbers, the Smurfs. Okay. Get it together. That's not baddies. Sometimes you got to eat crow and get your best acts back. And that's just what you have to do. as a production, as a CEO of a production. That's just, or a network, whatever you call yourself, whatever happens you, that's what you got to do, Mr. Short Man. And feed them girls. Quit treating them like pit bulls. That's a crime. And also, Carlissa, what I seen you do yesterday was disgusting. You didn't go viral. You wasted your time. You put
Talk
stuff
about it
on.
because we didn't even talk about it.
Right. You put stuff all on your grandbaby face after putting it on yours, and you walked around the house and talked about how sometimes you walk around with Mr. Stafford stuff on your face. You a nasty, sick bitch. I'm sorry, Henny, but she is. She just a nasty, sick one. Like, I don't know if you need to be put into a mental institution. Because the only thing it take is your husband, your oldest child, and your mama, and they could put your ass away. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, in my opinion. Because I know Granny and Callie have come together and put you in a home or something where you need to be, baby. Lord Jesus. Don't let nobody watch. Carlissa needs like a pair.
Dre has to do it.
Well, Dre is incarcerated, so it'll go to Callie. So it'll be Cal, or Dre can too. You know, he still got privileges, I believe so, behind the bars. I'm pretty sure the both of them will. All 3 of her children will put her in a crazy mental institution, if you want to be honest. Jaden, baby, just because you seen out there making your money with Bravo, that ain't a lick back for Blue. We all know he's your manager. Okay? You still look stupid. You still look, your face all smushed, brain all smushed. You just smushed.
Oh.
Like mashed potatoes. Okay? You just all smushed together. There is no help for you when you dry. You just solid and crackling. There's no help for you. The reason why I say there's no help for you is because Carlissa raised you. Blessings. Them kids need to come together though. Okay? You juice box build heifer. Blue, get your long neck out your, okay? Because them children need to come together. And if you want to be with that girl, treat her right. If not, move on and let the next ninja do it. Sometimes it hurts. You may need to learn a lesson. Watch how he treat her. Take notes, and you go back and try to treat her the same way. Because I know being raised by that wolf over there with that wolf pee that she got between her legs, you didn't learn nothing. You all, none of y'all learned nothing. Callie, I'm sorry to you too, baby, that you got out there and made your mama shame you so bad you went got them lopsided things. And I just feel sorry for y'all. I'm going to pray for y'all, her kids. Okay? I'm just going to pray for Carlissa kids. She's a demon. She's a demon. She got kicked out of church. There is no hope for her.
Oh.
There is no hope for her. The church is where you go to get delivered from demons. If they kick you out the church, that means don't nobody want to deal with you. Or the demons. That speaks volumes. But other than that, shout out to the baby mamas that come together and be grown women. And thanks, Henny, for another time to come up here and speak my mind.
But of course, it is always a pleasure. And we are living for your Carlissa read downs, just so you know. Everybody loves it. Okay? Everybody loves it. But all right, y'all, that's going to do it for this Monday edition of Media Showdown. Thank you all for tapping in and tuning in. I know that this was a little different, but we are pouring in different topics and content until our fave comes back or she gives us some more stuff to talk about. Chrisean, drop something else. Just saying. But in the meantime and in between time, y'all enjoy the rest of your day, your evening, whatever it may be for you, morning, noon, night. We love y'all and thank y'all so much. Thank you to the guests for coming up. Well, no, we didn't have no guests. Thank you for the panel today. Thank you, Poppington, Dre, and Kristen. Thank you, everybody, for tapping in and tuning in. We will see y'all in the next showdown. See ya.
Because I don't want the simple